Andrew McCart, IFL TV. I'm here at the M&S Bank Arena. Muhammad Ali, Dave Coldwell's young star, 18-year-old, but very mature performance there, Dave.
Yeah, very mature. It's his first 6th round. It was 19 yesterday.
Oh, 19.
Yesterday, so he forgot. He was saying it was last year or last week or something in an interview. Yeah, it was 19 yesterday. He's only his 4th fight, and he stepped up into a 6th rounder against an unbeaten kid. He didn't step up against a 6th rounder against a journeyman. It was against a live wire that came to win, and he controlled him really, really well. He controlled the pace really well, and I thought he boxed really, really well, smart, and he showed some nice touches, nice shots in there. It's just the confidence will come with the fights and with the ring experience. You know, just that where he doesn't take himself too far out of distance after every shot. And he'll go back and he'll watch it and he'll realise that he could have got him out of there if he'd have trusted himself a little bit more.
Well, that's the thing with stepping up a young fighter like that. I mean, the kid was 2-0. Maybe Muhammad Ali's pedigree is a little bit better than his, but still, he's 2-0.
But don't forget, Ali's not fought since he was a 15-year-old kid. So you can talk about pedigree in the amateurs, but that's as a kid. It's completely different boxing and the pros. These guys that turn professional, like, without having senior experience, it's a big step up. It's a really big step up.
That's what I was going to say. Obviously, he's 2-0 as well. He's undefeated. He doesn't want to go home with a 2-1. He wants to keep his unbeaten record. So he's going to be lively. He's going to want to try and knock Muhammad out, and that's the danger there as well.
Yeah, 100%. And listen, I'm not being funny. When you've got a name like Muhammad Ali, everybody's going to want to knock you out. Yeah. You know. So
just to say they've knocked Muhammad Ali out.
So yeah, there is that pressure there. But also, there's pressure on a young kid like Ali, because he can't just go out there and win. He's got to go out there and impress, and he sells tickets, so he's got to keep that fan base happy and keep noisy. And Eddie sat front row, and you know what he's like. So there's a lot of pressure on the kid, and I thought he handled it so well, really well.
Well, Eddie said this week that he's wanting the young prospects to show him something. In my interview, that's what he said to me. We can't just keep feeding them these easy fights. They've got to show me something. If it's an easy fight, show me it's an easy fight. Get them out of there. Do you know what I mean? That's sort of like Eddie's words. I'm not putting words in his mouth, but it was words to that effect. Do you believe that Muhammad shown Eddie a little bit tonight?
Do you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think the shot selection was brilliant. I thought the movement was brilliant. Obviously, bar the stoppage, but I think everyone else was there.
Yeah, you can't knock everybody out, and also, he's a kid. So some fighters, yes, they have this heavy-handedness and dynamite power. He can punch, but it's the shots that you're not going to see that he's going to knock you out with, and that's just the setups and the experience, like I said. But I thought he looked really good. He showed a bit of personality in there as well. A bit of showboating. It was entertaining. He had variety in there, but he looked like a he looked like a kid that is still learning and doesn't know the game yet, and that's exactly what he is. So you have to give him a little bit of leeway for that. But I feel as though he looks like a very, very good prospect, and someone that, if I was a promoter, I'd want to look after.
There you go. Well, he's 19, 3-0. What next for him? Obviously, there's got to be another step up. Maybe an undefeated opponent. Maybe.
Yeah, but so another step up. Let's just level. So this is the thing. Is I think step them up, and they get used to that level. Step them up. You can't go step, because then you've not got enough experience at that said level, and then you step up and you're out of reach, and its experience catches up on you. So I don't think step up. I just think that level.
Listen, that's quite I was going to say mature answer there, but you're a mature man. Sorry, your shoulder. I did want to step away from sort of like this, and I spoke with Tony Bellew on Wednesday, and he said about coming back, the comeback. You've been his coach for a long time, that he wants to come back, and the only way he'll come back is for the glory, for a shot at WC Bridgerweight world title against Lucas Radansky. You've been his coach, you've been his friend. What's your thoughts on Tony Bellew making his comeback?
Is this what he said to you then?
That's what he said. He said, I said to him, would it be the money, would it be the glory? He said, it's the glory. He says, it's the glory for me to become a two-weight world champion, and Lucas Radansky, if he wants it, let's have it.
Yeah. Well, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Would you welcome that? Would you train him again for it?
that's what he said, that's what he said.
Well, a little bit more serious now, because I do want to talk about Hopey Price's last performance against Conor Cockhill. Obviously, the performance from Hopey was fantastic, but obviously Conor Cockhill and what happened, it just shows you that the sport that we're in, even though we can laugh and joke about the sport and have a good laugh and that, but there is a serious element to that. I heard your matchroom interview there, we said the fighters get punched in the head, so there's a serious, clear, serious aspect to it, and I just want to get your words on Conor.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, thank God he's all right and he's out of hospital, and that's the main thing, and that's what we wanted. That's, you know, it just brings it home to you again that it's all right. Everybody's saying they want to see tear-ups and they want fighters to go out there, crash, bang, wallop. And that's all well and good, but then the flip side is you've got to understand there's that element of risk in there as well, and it doesn't have to be a tear-up. It can take one shot. It's one shot, an innocuous sort of shot can do the damage, and that's what we've seen before. And you know, it just makes you think. Listen, people that think they can just go in there and do it, and they watch it and say, "Oh yeah, I can do that," or they disrespect people for going in there and getting beat, and all of a sudden they're shit and they've got no respect about them. You've got to give everybody respect that goes in there. It doesn't matter what level you are. It doesn't matter what level. You've got to respect the guys that go in, whether they're the YouTubers or what. You've got to respect anybody that goes in there and is willing to get punched in the face, because it's not for everybody. You know, how many people look great on pads and great on their bags, get in there, I'll have a go, and then get it on the nose and think, oh, it's not for me. You know, because it takes an element of character and type of person that are willing to do that repeatedly. But then on top of that, there is that where every fighter, they're not stupid, every fighter knows the dangers. Everybody knows the dangers, you know. And then when something like this happens, it pops up again, and it just reminds you what the sport's about. So every fighter has to make sure they prepare themselves properly, because even when you prepare properly, you've seen the shape on Conor Cockhill last week, fantastic shape, prepared properly, and even still.
Tony,
how are you, coach?
It's called your coach here. Yeah? We've just
right. So even when people are prepared properly, then you know something can still happen. You need the look of the gods, and you need things smiling down on you. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely. And like for Hopey as well, obviously there's two parts to this. Is how Hopey reacts to it as well, because
he was absolutely devastated. And listen, he's the nicest kid in the world, and you know, 1 minute he's absolutely buzzing because that's the highlight reel that people are talking about. Oh, Hopey Price needs this, and then you see the end result, and he was shocked and he was heartbroken when you know the news broke, when we found out before it came public, and yeah, I mean he's over the moon that he's all right. He's coming tonight actually. He's over the moon that he's all right. So yeah,
good stuff. Obviously, one last one. I was going to talk about Muhammad Ali, but Tony Bellew's still calling you coach. You got a little something you want to tell me, David?
No, he's probably forgot my name. Do you know what I mean? It's been a long time since we've worked together. He's probably forgot my name. He's just like, oh, you used to coach me? Yeah. All right, coach. That's it.
Honestly, you're so good at this game. You've been in this game. You're good. Yeah, one final one on Muhammad Ali. Then great performance from him. Yeah, the crowd as well that he brings. I think tonight, bar the stoppage, it was a great performance.
Yeah, I'm over the moon for him. Like I said, he's had a good year, a good start to his professional career. There's a lot tougher nights ahead, and he knows that. He knows, listen, how I am with my fighters. I'll let him know. You know what I mean? It's not all going to be glorious days like this. There's fights where you're going to come out lumps, bumps, bruises. You know, not great performances. You've just got to make sure you keep your mentality like that and keep picking the good bits from every fight, picking the bad bits from every fight, and learning from them both.
Listen, Dave, I'll let you get on. Obviously, Muhammad's just went back to his changing room, so I won't let you see it. Take his hand wraps off, and I'll see you in the next one, mate. Thanks, mate. Thank you.